Welcome back everyone to the channel. We're going to be talking about the first reactions to Mickey 17 here. I have 5 or 6 reviews to go over, and our first one comes from Will Landman. He says, Bong Joon-ho really doesn't miss a vicious commentary on the state of things in this world. A lengths will go to survive in a capitalist existence while you're signing up to be an expendable. Mark Ruffalo is on fire in this, an even bigger and wilder performance from him after Poor Things. You'll fall in love with Pattinson's voice as Mickey 17. He's going freak mode in live action. This is Okja in space. What more could you ask for? Can't wait to see this again in IMAX. So already right there, a very positive reaction. I mean, we got a lot more to come from that. You know, talking about my expectations for this movie, I have 2 trailer reactions out for that one if you want to go see those trailer reactions. And just saying about this, it's been on 2 of my most anticipated lists from 2024 and now 2025. That just shows how many times this movie has been delayed. It got delayed like 3 times, then it got pushed back up to March because it was delayed to April. Now it's in March because then Sinners got delayed to April. It's been delayed like 4 times by now, but all I can say is I'm super hyped for this movie. And since it got delayed so long, I finally had time to read the book, and I feel like I could read the book by now. It's like the movie's like 2 or 3 weeks away. The book is only like 300 pages. It's not a lot of words on each page, so you have time to read it. And I will say it's looking from this first reaction that Bong Joon-ho really did take a lot from the story, but he took a lot of his own stuff and put it in there, because the book really is, it's good, but it's not, you know, those great lengths that I wanted to be. It's not what I really expected. It doesn't really have too much to say in my opinion, and I think it spent too much time on flashbacks. And Bong Joon-ho is really just, as his reaction says, making a commentary on the state of things in this world. And I'm really interested into what he wants to say here. And, you know, I feel like the just talking about, you know, survive in a capitalist existence, that is a very interesting thing to say about movies right now. And I think something will be really taken away from that by a lot of people, including me. I feel like some movies don't really say that much. Bong Joon-ho, though, he's been saying so much with his movies recently. You know, he had just had Parasite, which won Best Picture, Best Director for that. My favorite foreign film of all time. You know, some great talk about Mark Ruffalo in this movie, saying that he's, you know, more zany and crazier than Poor Things, which is a high bar, man. He was crazy and zany in Poor Things, and I'll take all the crazy Mark Ruffalo that will give me. So that's already showing a very positive sign for this movie. Another reaction says that Mickey 17 is the perfect blend between Snowpiercer and Okja, another weird and highly original picture from master Bong Joon-ho. Robert Pattinson solidifies again as one of our most interesting actors. Mark Ruffalo steals every single scene, but Naomi Ackie is the real standout. You know, Naomi Ackie, she was really great in Blink Twice from last year from Zoe Kravitz. I thought that movie was really interesting. It also had a lot to say about the world right now, you know, women versus men, expectations, all that one. And, you know, calling this one original, I don't think that really works for me since it is based off the book. I know Bong Joon-ho changed a lot of stuff here, but it's still not original. It's not an original story at that part. But calling it a blend between Snowpiercer and Okja, which are also films from Bong, is really interesting because I think that those are also really good films. Okja is probably my, you know, my least favorite from Bong Joon-ho. I haven't seen all of his films yet, but it really does have a lot to say about the environment right now, creatures in the world. And Snowpiercer is a fun adventure, fun sci-fi adventure with Chris Evans leading that one. That is a really good movie. I kind of want to rewatch that one. It just got re-released on 4K. I'm gonna have to pick that one up. But this one, talking about Naomi Ackie, as I said, the cast, Mark Ruffalo again steals every single scene. I love how Mark Ruffalo is just going out of his way. He's not been in any Marvel projects too recently since She-Hulk, but he's just been doing the wildest stuff, man. I think it's working for him. He got an Oscar nomination for Poor Things, was terrific in that. He looks to be terrific in this one. Robert Pattinson, again, just doing the most interesting roles. He's kind of pulling like a Daniel Radcliffe, what he was doing after Harry Potter, being in the most weird roles possible, and I'm here for it. Brian says, Bong Joon-ho reminds us again why he's one of the great modern auteurs with the long-awaited Mickey 17, a gut-busting sci-fi black comedy that slowly transitions into a terrifying political satire. Rob Pattinson's work is one for the books. Oh yes, absolutely worth the wait. So yes, we're having someone finally say it's worth the wait. It's worth, you know, the year and I don't know how the year and a half that it was delayed to. Maybe just a year. Maybe I'm like over exaggerating that one just a little bit, but it felt like 3 years, man. I felt like we're waiting a long time. You know, calling this one a sci-fi black comedy is all I needed to know, man. If you didn't show me any trailers and just told me it's a sci-fi black comedy, I would have been like, give me like 20 tickets. Give me all the tickets, man. I need to see this many times. And I kind of joked with people. I was like, are you going to go see this 17 times? Because it's called Mickey 17. And I'm like, maybe I am, man. Don't judge me. I have to finish that. I have to do it 17 times for Mickey, man. I have to finish that. But another great reaction, I think that is a good thing to call Bong Joon-ho a great modern auteur, because he is. He's working in, actually, he's not too modern, because I think he did have some movies from a while ago. But yeah, he's made some great modern movies like Parasite, this, Okja. Those are his most modern movies that he's done. So yeah, oh, and also calling this a terrifying political satire is just what we need in this world right now. That's really funny to see that and what's happening in, parts of the world, but mostly America right now. Rachel says Mickey 17 is weird, twisted, and that's what I love from Bong Joon-ho's work. Truly some of the most out there storytelling, but it is hard-hitting look at colonization, consumerism, and more. Plus, you can never have too many Robert Pattinsons. Hey, that's what I'm saying right there. You can't have too many Robert Pattinsons. Just look at what this guy's been doing with his work. He was like a bird in what was that boy, the boy and the heron. That movie was terrifying in a way with his voice like that. I was like, how is he doing this with his voice? Now he's doing another weird voice role, but it works, man. He knows what works, and I love him for it. Another reaction says that Mickey 17 is a mad, zany, and unapologetically unconventional sci-fi ride that finds its strengths in Bong Joon-ho's creative direction. While it loses steam in the third act, the film remains a solid cinematic experience. Oh, and Robert Pattinson can simply do anything. So that's probably our least positive reaction. It still is a very positive reaction. Just says that it does lose a bit of steam in that third act, which is fine. I think that some people will love the third act, some people won't, because we've been hearing people say that it does take a dark political satire turn, but that's interesting. And our last reaction is going to say that so worth the wait for Mickey 17. It's a dystopian sci-fi that had me laughing from dark humor, wide-eyed from relevant political satire, and rooting for a zany, relatable, expendable. So that's all the reactions I'm going to be covering today. And I think that these reactions are showing very, very good sign for this movie. I'm not sure why they delayed it this many times, man. I don't know if they weren't confident in it or just they were trying to finish it, but it's weird, if they weren't confident, because these reactions are just really glowing, so positive, just saying how relevant this movie is for today, especially from the political side of the world, consumerism and all that, capitalism, a lot of, relevant issues today. And, a sci-fi film comedy mixed together is something that we don't get too often. So I'm happy we're finally getting it. It's kind of hurts to delay Bong Joon-ho's, latest film that far, because we've already been waiting how many years, like 4 or 5 years, because he had Parasite in the end of 2019, I think that was, or it was 2018, I think it was 2019. So we've already been waiting like 5 years. So stop delaying his newest movie, man. It takes him a while to make them because they're that good. And I think that this movie is going to be excellent. Hearing good things from the visuals, performances from Robert Pattinson, Mark Ruffalo, Naomi Ackie, Toni Collette, Stephen Yeun. I haven't heard anything about the score for the movie. I'm hoping the score is great, but it looks like we have another winner here from Bong Joon-ho. Really excited. Just about 2 or 3 weeks away, but that's the first reactions to Mickey 17. Leave down below your thoughts on these reactions. How excited are you for Mickey 17? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.